YouTube, it's Alicia here, and today I am here to actually talk about some of my favorite movies and television shows that I have been binge watching from Netflix and Tubi. We are doing Tubi today, and tomorrow we'll have Netflix. So without no further ado, let's get started. And let's see, we're gonna go in no typical order, and some of them I will give dates and some I won't. So yeah, so without no further ado, let's get started. So the first one is Devious Maids. I don't remember when Devious Maids was actually on TV, and I'm going, oh, they got Devious Maids, so I binge watched that. That's one of my favorite shows to binge watch, and because it is a show that I like binge watching, I think everybody would love it. So that's a recommendation I would recommend. Now, Baggage Claim. Now, Baggage Claim came out a couple of years ago, starring Paula Patton and Jill Scott. Oh my God, one of my favorite movies, and I actually do got this movie on DVD. And I like this. It's about this woman who just don't want to go to her sister's wedding alone. She's scouring all of her exes just to find the perfect date. You have Taye Diggs in there. You have Jennifer Lewis. I mean, I promise you, that's a good movie. Now, another one, Accidental Engagement, that came out in 2016. It is a Hallmark film, and I remember when it originally came out, when it originally premiered in 2016. I remember it. Can't remember it, but it's about a young woman. She's an aspiring actress, and she gets fired off of a movie set due to the leading actor and thing. And when she gets back, she goes to her best friend's engagement, bridal shower, there we go, bridal shower, excuse me, y'all. And while she's there, one of her best friends is looking at her phone. She says, "Is this you?" She go, ah. And they go, "Oh my gosh." She go, "Why you didn't?" And like, it comes out at the end that they wasn't never together, but then they get back together at the end. It's a pretty good movie, so I like that. It's called Sense and Sensibility in 2012. That's also a good heartfelt movie, so yeah, I would recommend that. So yeah, next one, The American West. It only has one season, and it came out in 2016. Now, The American West is sort of like a docu-series, and the reason I call it a docu-series, it's almost like a docu-series, and it showcases everybody from the Wild Wild West, from Wild Wild West times, and showing the tales about them and things. And I just think this is something I think you and your family would love. Another show I binge watch is Operation Repo. I think everybody remember Lou Pizarro, Sonia Pizarro, and Linda Pizarro from Operation Repo. And it has 11 seasons, and it came out in 2007. I mean, this was a show that I always thought was a ritual for me to watch, but get to see it. I get to see it on here. Yes, this is one of my binge watching shows. Okay, now another one, I'm going around for a bit before I reveal the other ones. Now, Perfect 14. Perfect 14 is actually another docu-series, and it's showing the fashion industry, but in the eyes of a plus-size model. And this docu-series is a pretty good. Another Kiss came out in 2014. It's another good movie I have been watching. These are my binge watching shows on Tubi. So yeah, Another Kiss, another good movie. The New World, another good movie. Movie I would like. Okay, so now we're gonna get ready to get into some of my favorites. The next one is called For Love or Money. It's a pretty good movie and things, so I think everybody would like it. Glasslipper. Now, if you think of the name Glasslipper, it's kind of a type of a Cinderella movie, but it's not. But it's a Nigerian film, and I think everybody would love it and things. So it's about this man who is who might get a raise and a promotion if he can land this account, but he needs to have a woman at his side at this thing because this guy and stuff. He said, "Oh, I just hired my escort." Well, the lady, one of the ladies who he works with, who he really is wanting to take, but she don't want to go, is dead. She says, "Oh, he can spot an escort a mile away," so he knows anything. So what he do? He end up getting his housekeeper, who I said, this is gonna be a love story and thing. And it turns out they end up falling in love at the end, and she was asking the guy for forgiveness for him and stuff like that because she was like and thing. But then he finds out, you have to watch the film. It's a pretty good another good Nigerian film. Mr. and Mrs. Right. I mean, who all don't try to find the right Mr. and Mrs. Right and stuff? Like, you're looking for the right man, he's looking for the right woman. Yeah, you're kind of getting it. So this is another good Nigerian movie. Okay, we got Love by Design. Now, Love by Design is a pretty good movie. It's about a woman named Jane. And before I forget, this movie came out in 2013. It's about a woman named Jane, and she's working at this big powerhouse magazine, and she's working on her pitch for the next day. And when she gets there, her boss later that night tells her sister, "I want Jane's pitch." Okay, doing at the photo shoot, she see how Jane is dressed, and I'm going, that shouldn't have been a problem. This movie, it has some highs, it has some lows, but you are going to love it and stuff. So she goes back home to visit Aswinia, and her cousin she said, "I'll make you a dress," and that's what she is. You notice there's a couple of fashion videos in here, movies in here. Now, another one I have reviewed on my YouTube channel and stuff is called After the Ball. Came out in 2015, and it stars I can't think of all the names, but it's Christopher North, who plays the father and stuff. So it's about this young girl named Katie, and she just graduated fashion school, and she wants to go into couture, but one of the fashion houses like dog her because of her last name and stuff. And it's a pretty good movie. You have the lady who used to play on NCIS. She's in there. Oh my God, this movie is a heartfelt movie. I think everybody will love it. Okay, now another movie. This is one of my binge watching movies. When I'm like in that mode to do a binge watching movie, yeah, this is it. And the name of this one is called I Am a Dragon. And I Am a Dragon is about a young woman who's supposed to be getting married. Is a potential to be married to her father's top guy in the army, and he has to pull the rope. So in the occasion, as he's pulling the rope, this dragon comes in and swoops her up and take her off, and they don't know where this this dragon took her. So in coming out end, it's gonna come out that the guy who's protecting her is also the dragon. So yeah, she ended up falling in love with him in Dragon, and she goes back for the second time, and she was not feeling it. She takes the robe and she stops it, and the dragon comes back and gets her, and the mother knew that she picked her choice and stuff. So it's a pretty good movie. Okay, the next one is called Homewreckers. Now, Homewreckers is another Nigerian movie. Like I'm saying, from this one to the next to the Netflix one, you're gonna notice a pattern with what I'm binge watching. And like I said, another Nigerian movie, and it's called the Homewrecker. So it's this woman, and this woman works for this other lady, and she's a boutiquer, and she wants to know if her husband is stray, will have an affair or anything like that. And she asks her boss asks her to date. She goes and get her hair done, get her dolled up, find the perfect girl, and doll her up and see if her husband would cheat. Noel caught him in the act, and she had to fire her, but what she did was she gave her 10 naira. I think it's like 10 million naira. I hope I'm pronouncing that. If somebody in who's Nigerian, please comment and tell me if I'm pronouncing that right. So she was like said $10 million, but it's like in Nigerian terms. Let me just put it that way. And with that, she formed a business, a legit business, and then her friends come in and asking for her help. Meanwhile, she's being followed, and it's another woman that comes in, and she wants her husband, same thing for her husband, and she goes to the husband and tell him, and he gives her, the woman was going to pay her like 5 million and stuff. Well, 5 billion, excuse me, 5 billion and thing. And she's like decided, I'm gonna go find this man and I'm going to tell him what his wife is up to. So she did, and he said, I will double what my wife offered you. So he doubled it. So because she didn't do that, she gets hurt, she gets beat, and she calls her friend who started her own this. And it's a pretty good film. I think everybody would love this. So like I'm saying, this is a real good one. Okay, so where are we? So now we're up to my very last, and it's another Nigerian movie. And it's called Love Triangle. So this is a pretty interesting. So it's about this two sisters, and with them is like, one is smart, she's very independable and everything, and one is just a party girl and everything. So they end up on different occasions. The party girl sister meets him first and thing, and they had a one-night stand. She wanted to get with him, but didn't know how to find him. So then the sister, who's very independable and everything, she ended up getting with him, and like she goes, that's my man. They end up going back and forth and thing. And then now the sister, who's the party sister, I was like, this is not good. This is not good. And just to give you a little bit, the sister, the responsible sister, ended up getting pregnant. The guy wants to marry her and everything. So the party sister is not feeling that. She hates it that her sister is pregnant. Her sister is about 5 months pregnant, and her sister tried to poison her and kill her and the unborn baby. I'm going, oh heck no. So yeah, so those are my movies that I have been binge watching on Tubi. Like I'm saying, these are some pretty good movies. I will list them below. Until then, y'all, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.